Yeah, man. All right. Set up here as usual. What's up, man? I know you've seen the storm and the rain. Yeah. They nerfed everybody across the board. Heat. You know, it's so funny, right? Even when the heat was at its craziest state, season 1, I still found a way to win. Because whatever these guys can do to me, I can do to them. And Law was pretty good in returning the favor, right? But they nerfed a lot of our heat, which is, I mentioned in my older videos, old videos. I'll be honest with you, right? The 1-1-1 nerf, I should say heat across, because he's not the only one. That heat across the board, easy access to combos. From season 1, I never liked 1-1-1. I never liked it because I rarely used it. My only problem is, like I mentioned before, if they're gonna mess with 1-1-1. They are going to mess with 1-1-1. I wanted the Magic 4 to return, not to launch. I wanted it reverted to 11 frames. That's why I chose Lee Chalan, right? So not only has his 1-1-1 been removed, he doesn't launch anymore. His Magic 4 is still 13 frames. It's no longer 11. So they nerfed his back turn. No stomp on them after 1-1, so you can do a 50-50. I know. There is that, or something else. I genuinely don't use that. I think a lot of times I will be using this. If I do 1-1-1, I never liked 1-1-1. Right? I have always advocated for 4-4-3, because now in heat, that's the only thing that will launch in heat. The Dragon Charge is the only thing. Yeah. And what you call it, up 4-3. Those are the two that will launch, right? Yeah. I usually don't do see, that's 32. The one I do will go up to 36. It's a 2-piece that's 36. That's 39. See what I'm saying? So those are your two best options if you really want to do a follow-up. And I could sympathize, like I mentioned before, I could sympathize with this 1-1-1 being nerfed. My greatest problem was his Magic 4. I I'm extremely irritated that the fact that Lee Cha-Long over there has an 11 frame Magic 4, and not only was our 111 nerfed, our Magic 4 was nerfed. So it's not the fact that everybody was nerfed, which is good, you know, everybody was nerfed. It's the fact that law is constantly being nerfed. That's my problem. The constant nerfing, you know, like we're in season 3 right now, so season 4, what else are you gonna nerf? Like I mentioned before, last stream, when Law turns his back, everything else here when he turns his back is nerfed. Everything. He came into Tekken 8 with no back turn moves. It's all nerfed. They just recently gave him this, which is 16 frames. It's slow. That's slow. He came into Tekken 8 nerfed. The back turn, whatever he has in back turn, that's gone. Doesn't have an 11 frame. Now 111 is gone. So even with DSS forward 1, these things don't launch anymore. They don't launch. I'll show you something interesting though. If I'm gonna use Lee, right? Lee Cha-Long. Lee has easy access to 4. This launches. That's a real launcher. And it's very easy to do. 4, 4, 3. Lee gets the launcher. Somebody that Law trained. You know? That move is -9. Very safe, very easy to spam. You know. All you have to do is realign and hit it. They say it doesn't track, but it does. If you align properly, you can get this move. That's free for Lee Cha-Long. Right? It launches. You know, so Law does have something like that, but for Law to get that, for Law to get something like that, for him to enjoy that, he has to DSS. Law has to DSS to get that. Lee he can just go for it. So, like I said, I don't know what this move is for. It takes a little bit more life than that, but this is almost this move here is almost a useless move. I don't know what that's for. So I'm still exploring. Exploring. So all his quick moves, all his quick heat access move, which is across the board for a lot of people, but I think Law's heat moves, most of his heat moves, all of them except 2 were nerfed. 111 being because that's across the board, and then DSS forward 1 nerf, that's across the board. Yeah, so they really went in. They went in on all his heat. I think they attacked him on that. Of course, because people were crying. Something like that. That's 41. That's a mix-up. Well, this naturally, that has always launched, and it usually hits hard. It's always this has always been a launcher, always. It got nerfed in season 1. This doesn't launch anymore. It just goes into use. It's always been in the game as a move that launched. They removed it. Why? Because people were bitching and moaning. Law came into Tekken 8 nerfed. It's just that, you know, there are a lot of people in this game. You do forward. This, after the stomp. After stomp, I do for counter hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about doing a mix-up after that. I'm trying to find out what hits the hardest. The stump, it hits, you top off at 38 points. This one you top off at 41. It hits the hardest. The stomp is a mix-up. This one. What's up, baby? How you doing? You know that FDX? You know that FDX is still annoyed that Law can regenerate some heat bar there. You know that he's still angry about that? That's good. He's angry about that. With all the nerfs from season 1 to season 3, the dude is still mad about it. He wants more nerf for the character. I think it's fucking hilarious. Law still retains some, he can still earn some meter. A lot of people want that going. My thoughts on the patch. Nerfing every character across the board is alright, but some characters were hit harder than others. Like I was saying before, a lot of people, right, you can't launch from this heat dash anymore. That's across the board, right? But if you look closer, it's not across the board. That's why I have Lee over here. Lee's an example. Not only is this is free access, 443 is free access for him. It's lazy as shit, it's free access. It does track when Lee players lie that it doesn't track because all they have to do is realign and hit the 443. But it's a launcher, it's free access to this launcher. This is what he always had. Our same 443 that was removed. Remember, we don't have a 443 anymore. We have to go into stance to enjoy what Lee can enjoy regularly, just by hitting 443. So not only was all our quick moves from Heat nerfed, this character can still do a 443 and launch. It's free for him. He can't get it off his 111, you know, which he barely used in Hitman stance. He barely uses 111. They removed that. He can't launch from that anymore. And some other moves, but his 443, the one that they tend to abuse. I remember they abuse 443 a lot, a whole lot. That's easy launch. Our 443 is this. You know, I'm not saying they should nerf his 443. I'm asking, why are you? If Lee gets to keep his 443 that launches, what are you doing with this move? Because to this day, I still maintain when I play this game, to me, this is a useless move. 443 now is locked in my stance, and that's the only thing that bothers me. While Lee just has easy access to 443. I have to tell the truth now and shame the devil. Right? That's easy access to 443. So some characters were nerfed harder than the rest of them. We came into this game nerfed. Especially season when they took away the armor of this move. That move doesn't have armor anymore, and it's been changed. This is probably the most useless move Law's ever had in his history of Tekken. At least if you ask me. Lee can launch with 443. But the nerf across the board, that's okay. That's good. Because I saw what's going on, rules. Because I saw a lot of characters that were nerfed, that deserved the nerf. Right? Well, a lot of our fast heat moves. We don't have any fast moves anymore. If number one, gone. That's gone. That's gone. So we have 3 heat moves that we see. Those 3 moves, including the 4-4. Okay, so you essentially have like 4 moves that we needed, that we used. Well, I don't know if we needed. We used during heat, they removed them. So we don't have access to a good heat move. For us to gain the heat dash moves that launch, we have to go into stance. And by going into stance, you telegraph what you're gonna do. So a lot of these players want Law to telegraph his next move so he could have it easy. Like I said, Lee could just hit the 4-4-3, and that's it. He gets the launch. I would say they should look into that, but they're not going to. No, that still launches. The reason why I don't like it, because when I do it, like I've tried doing this, it still launches, but they get away from it. When I do it, sometimes they just either sidestep or get away from it. The range, you know what I mean? As far as heat is concerned, it doesn't satisfy me. But you can still, it still launches. Those are the 2 that he's allowed to keep. It still launches. Which, I didn't use it. Season 2, I didn't use it. I never used it. It was inorganic. It wasn't organic for me, enough for me. Because of how easy they can escape. They can escape this, they can escape it. As opposed to if they're in your face, get that if they bother you. And G Cliff has always launched. Julia Chang had a G Cliff. The Bear had a G Cliff. Wang Jinri had a G Cliff. G Cliff moves have always launched in Tekken. People are acting like it's a shock. G Cliffs have always existed. They've always been there. Julia Chang, no one complained back then when Julia was abusing it. Or the Bear, or Wang Jinri, because the Bear does. You know, but when Law is doing it, everybody's going crazy. And do you know the sad part? Not only are Law players still going to win with him, people are still going to fucking complain. You know? People are making videos showing that Law got nerfed or using Bruce Lee. You know, it's the hate. At least you can say, oh yeah, Law got nerfed. When you start like, using Bruce Lee to invent, to actually show your point. I'm like, bro, did you hate this dude when he was like, did you hate what he stood for? Because for somebody who's supposed to represent Lee, that passed, you don't expect him to be trash, right? Just like you expect Fei Long to be trash. As from season 1 to season 3, as nerfed as Law is, bro, I'm still gonna win with that dude. Yeah, everybody else was nerfed, right? So Law's heat, I think Law's heat got hit the hardest. A lot of his important moves that he had during heat, he got hit hard. Now his slower moves, like SS4, these are slower moves. Now you have to set them up. While a lot of people, that's what I thought too. Like when I was watching these videos, I said to myself, every time I beat people now, I have to key charge. Not because I want to be toxic, it's because the attack on him, like I said, the video I made before, now is getting out of control. You would think somebody as legendary as Lee that taught a lot when he was alive, and like literally the mental spiritual hate for what he stood for. I never thought I would see it in my day. Like, it's bad. They hate for Law. It's crazy. Like they, showing Bruce Lee getting beat up and everything. I'm just shaking my head like, he was an icon, dude. And it seems to be these sort of pathetic, weak men doing that stuff. Hold on. All right. want some lights to come in here. So yeah, I mean, nerfs across the board for characters is good. I feel like some characters were over nerfed. For example, I feel like Law was over nerfed. You know, I can sympathize with 111 being nerfed. I can sympathize with that. But I want them to do something. I want them to do something about his magic 4. I don't like this 13 frame thing here. I don't like it. It's not giving me enough motivation to use my magic 4. You know. I don't know why this man is allowed. I don't know why Lee's allowed to keep an 11th frame. This is 11th frame. I don't know why he's allowed to keep that. Which is fine, but we're twin characters, Lee and Law. You know. If he has that, I think Law should have it. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know why he has easy access to this. You know? He should be doing this in a Hitman stance. If you're going to lock our 4-4-3 behind the stance, you know, Lee's 4-4-3 should be locked behind stances. Now, then we're going to be really across the board. You know? His 4-4-3 should be locked behind the stance. So they know the feeling of working through stances. Instead of just, this is so easy. It's ridiculously, it's so easy to access. See? This is too easy. It's so easy to get that. And it's safe. It's so easy to spam that. 4-4-3, it's so easy. Law literally doesn't have any entryway for heat dash now. Yeah, and it's faster. You know, for us to get a 4-4-3, we have to get in stance, and that's the problem because now in stance they can grab you. You're not allowed to break throws in stance anymore. That's across the board. Every character with a stance across the board, they don't allow you to do that anymore. If you're in stance, your opponent is incentivized to grab people that are spamming stances. I don't spam stances, but you know when Steve Fox goes into Lionheart, into a guard break that they tried to spam because they spam the guard break. That's what they're looking for, guard break spam. So they're telling you to grab him to stop him from doing that. When you see Steve doing that Lionheart, grab him. If he could react fast enough. They don't want Steve Fox players abusing that stupid shit. So across the board, if you see Heihachi trying to abuse guard breaks, when he goes into that stance, pull out your grab real quick and stop him from doing that. He won't break it. And so when you see Lord Diaz going into a dragon charge, like right here, they want these guys to release the block and grab real fast. I don't know how successful they're gonna be. Because me, I'm going to be pulling this out. I'm going to go and feel full speed at that point. So yeah, we're just checking Law's vitals, man. All his free access moves. Now you have to find a way, like your dragon charge. Now you have to find a way with it. Right? Dragon charge. Now you have to find a way. Between that and this, when it comes to my slide, yeah, I do like that move. But you know, when I'm in heat here, there's a problem. You know, there's a problem here because I don't know. You may not be fast enough. At heat at this distance, there's a problem here. Because you may not have the fast move to get close and to do your launcher. They might just mash you out of it. Since 1-1 doesn't launch anymore, this doesn't launch, this doesn't launch, because these are, they can get in. This doesn't launch, This doesn't launch. You know what I mean? And DSS port 1 doesn't launch. That's 3. So now you have to find a way. You have to find a way, like fake the funk. You have to fake the funk and set this up. This has to be set up one way or the other. To get your launch, you have to set this up. Oh, not that. One way or the other, you have to find a way to set this. Which I've been setting it up for a while. You know, stuff like that. There are some people, by the time we figure out the meta to deal, like to use our 443, or I should say our Dragon Cannon, no pun intended. By the time we find that meta, people are going to be complaining. Can you do something about Dragon Cannon? It's killing me. People are going to be complaining about Dragon Cannon. And that's the slowest, between Dragon Cannon and Fly King. 19 frames. And Dragon Cannon is 20. Between those two moves and this move, people are going to be complaining. It doesn't stop. And people are complaining. People are already complaining about this. Why is he still generating heat? I haven't actually tested my mic yet in rank. I'm very busy. And even this weekend I'm going to drill. But I had to test it. So you only have up 4-3. Everything else does not launch. So, yeah, you can still do 1-1-1, but I wouldn't advise people turn it into a heat dash because you'd just be wasting it. I would say if you're gonna do your 1-1-1 and you do it again, you should just let them drop. I wouldn't advise people actually finishing it. I mean, this seems like such a waste. And that's it, you've lost all your heat. It's a waste. The only way to get an interest in heat is to make sure you catch somebody with this. Everything else is a waste of heat, at least in my opinion. I have to see how other laws are playing. This is a waste. Great combo, slow. has to be something guaranteed there. I wonder if that's guaranteed. I don't think it is. I think they changed it. See, it's a waste. It doesn't do any damage. Since they nerfed everyone across the board, you know, a lot of people are gonna be hurting. You know, because Law is a poke character, so they want you to mix up and poke. And a lot of these dudes, they just don't have the patience to poke. They want it easy. So, as a Law player, you're still gonna win. Don't worry. Jones, what's up, baby? As a Law player, you at least I know me for myself. You know what I mean? You will still win. Some people are complaining about his regeneration still. Realize that they're playing Tekken 8. It's a waste. I wouldn't, the 111 and the Ford DSS4. Yeah, I wouldn't advise going to heat. I would just let them go. Yeah, I would just let them go. He did down 2-3. All right, let's check it out. I don't know if this Gary. It looks crazy. It can be side rolled. That's the thing. They're gonna complain about that. They're gonna really complain about that. Okay, so they're gonna complain about that. It still takes 39. Let's see. They're gonna complain about it. Low risk, high reward. This is actually quite risky if they block it. If they tech roll and block it. You see what I mean by Law play? See, Soldier already found something. See, he already found. That's what I mean. It's not how much you. First time, yeah. It's not how much they nerf him. It's a mentality thing. These guys have poor mentality. They're very lazy, and they refuse to train. But he already found something, you know. It's because of Law's mentality. Like, do you think Ninja Killer is gonna start losing or ghosting? It's their mentality. That's why they beat these guys to the ground, man. Their mentality is what's doing it. It's not Law. People think it's Law. It's these guys. Yeah. I don't know what he can get from here. not a full combo, but that's a pretty decent mix if they don't wake up. Whoop some butt and key charge. I'm probably gonna be doing that because of the hate Law's receiving. It's out of control. That's not guaranteed, but I can't believe he found that. That's hilarious. Soldier actually sat there and found that. She's like, nah, I want that launcher. Like, I gotta find something. He did. Oh my god, funny as shit. You know? I can't believe Lee, one of the most laziest moves in this game, still allowed to launch. This is a full launch. It's full. Why did I do that? Which is fine. I'm not, you know, if you're gonna give Lee that, please do something about this. I don't know what this is used for. It's still a useless move to me. But Law players do not need this move. This is not needed. Right? The nunchucks did the job. The nunchucks was the job. This is a useless move. Add this. Now it's just, you know, he's just showing his, you know, it's just for aesthetics, you know. He's showing off, you see? Like, oh, it's a Bruce Lee thing. Yeah, he's showing off. It's a useless move. Because I barely used it. It's useless. I've seen many Laws use it. To me, it's woefully useless. It does take more damage. It does take more damage like this. People are going to be quite shocked about it. And they're going to ask for that nerf. Because they have to actively tech roll. For the first, like, maybe 4 weeks, a lot of Law players are going to catch people off guard with that. If you did not watch my video already. Oh shit. Let's press. They were getting hit by it too, right? Yeah. They're gonna go to the developers soon. Somebody's gonna send a letter. Law still has. These guys are so fucking weak, dude. Like mentally, they're so weak. You know. And not everybody is born strong, but it's a sin if you don't train into your strength, like the training, and to be strong. But these guys are so fucking weak. Character is not even in Williams and like one of these Claudio, you know, you just Law, dude. That's a pretty good part. I'll see if I can catch somebody when I play. I haven't played since. But yeah, man, that's my thought. You know, the nerfs across the board is a good thing. Was it balanced nerfs? I'm not so sure. I think some characters were overly nerfed. Law being one of them. Was down to immediate slide, then down to Juarez. You came up with a slide after that? Requires them to tech roll. You said you did a wire rising. Yeah, it requires them to. Hilarious. Micro dash before the down two. Is that a launcher? You have to slide to the other side. You have to slide to the other side. Slide to the. Oh wow! So if the slide, if the tech is successful, I reappear on the other side. Get as close as I can. I don't know if the Jesus Lee's not. I'm basically pushing him away. Damn. Oh my god, that's a. Oh, he's not set to tech roll. You know, you might be right. You gotta set him to tech roll. Ground technique. Side, okay, retired. Let me see. So John action. Let me see if I try this ground technique first. Will this work? I guess that does work. Law players are hilarious. Law players are hilarious. King J says that law players don't think. I had to correct him on that dumb statement right there. I don't know what law players he's talking about. Law players. You have Just Frank James, you have Go Sing, you have Ninja Killer, you have Double. You know what I mean? All these guys are thinkers. You have Mogul, Soldier, Germs. I know Germs, you like to make tech videos. Myself. Even what's his name? London. All these guys are thinkers. He says law players don't think. Like, oh man, the fuck? We've been thinking since Tekken 1. Law is a thinking man's character. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't Rip's friend said that in order to use law, you have to know Tekken? He said that. In order to use law, if you're not to be a good law, you have to know Tekken. So if you're a good law, then you gotta know Tekken, right? So you must be thinking. So, what the fuck are you talking about? Law players don't think. Students, man. Okay, just hold down to wait, what? Just hold down, press down to while rising 4-3. Oh. not doing it right. You see, like I'm plus 17, but I'm automatically in back turn. Oh, so I have to press the down 2. I see what you're doing. I have to press the down 2. Wild Rising, yeah, that's a setup. Wild Rising 4-3. Okay, you want to set them up for this. That's what you're trying to do. It's a tech. It will turn them around. Yeah. It will turn them around. Well played is hilarious. That's it. Down 3 to do that. It's a setup. You're trying to set them up. Down 2. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw him float a little bit. He missed the Wild Rising 4. I'm not whiffing the Wild Rising 4. I'm going as fast as I can. So we gotta use our tech trap skills. So we gotta use, okay, you see these tech traps now, a lot of people are gonna complain about it. You're gonna ask for nerfs. So we gotta use the tech trap skills. They're gonna complain. It's bad, bro. You know, like people are celebrating and watch like laws when they overcome that stupid shit. Then, you know, the cries, bro. If I hear any cry about Lord, this, you know, any more cries, bro, the gloves are off, and I'm insulting everybody across the board. They could come for me, I don't give a fuck, because this hate is out of control, bro. The tech traps and everything that you may find or we may find later on down the line, they're going to ask for these guys to nerf it. Then you're still gonna have to, because all your law players don't think. You're going to lose, whether you like it or not. It's inevitable. Your brain is what stops you from fighting law. Your brain is what doesn't think. What did you say? Man, you're trying to get law nerfed again. It's just somebody sat down and thought about that stuff. You know what I mean? Experimented. Bro, it's crazy. The mental weakness of a lot of Tekken players is just, it's disgusting. It's pathetic. Law or Bruce Lee icon supposed to be weak. Your dreams, scum. We have to find a tech. We have to find a tech to make our moves useful again. We have to find the techs for it. You find it, people will come after it. What the hell am I whiffing now? Try that setup, but do down 2, down 2, 3 again. Oh, I see. Maybe having tech roll the other way. Yeah. His tech rolling on the left right now. I'm still pressing too fast. Damn! That was it. Oh, they will nerf that, bro. Oh, law players don't think. I think law players are fucking hilarious. Like, we have so much audacity. Like I think law players are the most gangster Tekken players out there. Like, we literally don't give a fuck. Like, what you do to the character. We will always kill you because it's the mental. The universe is mental, right? And most people haven't figured that out. This shit is mental, motherfucker. They're gonna cry about that stuff. God damn. You can set that up at the wall too. You can just do 1+2 after the slide. Oh yeah? But they would have to tech the right way though. If they tech the wrong way, it may not work. Yeah. Is forward banana peel? If forward 3+4 guaranteed after E dash, banana peel. Oh, 4, 3+4, not down 4. I haven't tried. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it's 32. It doesn't do the best damage. The best ones are back. The best ones are these. 26 and 4, 4, 3. 39. Everything else you gotta figure out a tech. You know? 1, 1. All detected. See, he teched. So that tech, I have to turn Lee Chalong off. That takes more than 41. It doesn't count as a combo. So you're probably looking at maybe 5 or 10 extra points. How much did that take? 71. Oh, it's 14. I think that took 14 points. Do Dragon Tail after Heat Launcher. That should work. 32. Minimum damage. You just want to knock him down and be done with it. The best way to do this. Everything else is tech. You gotta use your tech stats. But this is the tech. That tech. They don't get out of there, they finish. Which I suspect a lot of players will eat that. well, you know, when they watch this video, then hey, they're all going to be pressing. I think I've tried it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just one. It's 34. Yeah, it's. I think it's the highest paid option. That's where you get your most of your money. If I do that and I'm like acting crazy, it won't work. Junkyard is the they won't let you do it. The system will let you do the junkyard. It won't work. He's gonna slide right out. It won't work. It has to be a tech. You have to find a tech. Yeah. It has to be a tech. Anything else won't work. You're gonna tech this. Generates, and you know, VDX is mad about that. If you jump over him after the dash heat, I never tried. It's a tech. You have to find a tech. That's a tech. So you have to use, see now you're gonna see like laws come up with the craziest tech to compensate, and bro, I promise you, I know that law is gonna overcome this because it's our mentality. This is across the board, right? Once one law finds something, everybody picks up, and you know, then once they find the tech, these guys, you see them, they come out. These guys are weak. Trust me, I know their type. I see them in the military all the time. All they do is complain. They're going to come after the tech that you invent. They'll come after it. That's when my glove comes off. Because they hate as he was, it was bad. So now once you start working hard and coming up with techs, you know, now they're gonna run back and cry for, you know, cry to developers instead of actually watching the way that they wake up, hit the canvas. 4-3-2 DSS 4-3. Oh. After crazy take, they will cry. Yeah, they will cry. Nerf launch and slide. Yeah. I have no. Okay. Some of them that were complaining, I may have 1 or 2 respect for. But for the most part, most of the people that complain about law, I have no respect for. No respect for. Because they're lazy. Yeah, war, right? I know. When I stream this, when I get back to playing again, I'm gonna be heated. Fucking heated. I have no respect for these guys. They think a Bruce Lee icon is supposed to be a joke. And I've seen all the videos all over the place, you know. 1-1-1, heat dash into sidestep. No, nothing. Those things won't. They will not launch. See, they won't launch. If you do something like that, you have to think about Tekken. That's a tech. Like he's already in DSS. Yeah, they hate is legit, bro. They hate. That's why Bruce Lee himself died. Because he represented at that time, you know, he was, you know, I have, you know, watching from what I was told, and when I researched, they removed him. Lee was removed. They said he reacted to medicine, but I think he was removed. Especially from one of the teachers that I spoke to, he was removed. People like him, the world doesn't like people like him because he just represents, you know, truth and power. Their hate for law is real. It is real. By weak fucks, people who are actually weak. Like if you met them in real life and you spoke to them, just watch them. Like if you spoke to them and you watch them talk, just staring at them, watching like these guys weak as shit. Those are the guys that are complaining the most. And like I said before, Law is not Lydia, he's not Anna, he's not Lily, he's not Claudio, he's not Zafina, you know, he's not Heihachi, he's not even Fang. So what is your issue with a Lee icon? You're weak. That's actually a pretty good tech. You have to be quick. But they would have to be tech rolling themselves. If they okay, right. What they're gonna say now. Yeah. I do have some respect for King J. And when he mentioned that, and I left a comment on his video, like, I wonder what they're gonna complain about that. Now, he's one of the guys that I do have respect for, but his view on law is like, dude. I mean, we can go debate on it. You know, like, I just tell him like, I'm not Lydia. You know, I've been with you since Tekken 1. I'm not Lydia, I'm not Lily, I'm not Zafina, I'm not Paul Rang. You know, I'm Law, man. I've been with y'all since Tekken 1, man. Right there with you. Suffering the same suffering. I bet my bet is Slide in Heat is what they'll try to what they're crying about, what I caught. Because I'm basically just going over YouTube, watching all the videos, all the big content creators. I just want to see, I'm just watching their opinion, right? And you know, of course, what's his name? He's complaining about the wrong. He wants this wrong. That's the next one they want to attack. They want to attack this. When Law hits you with sliding to nunchuck, they want that little small generation. They want it removed. That's what they want. They want Law hits you with a nunchuck once. They want the entire heat to disappear. He's basically just crying about like always fucking crying, like, you know what I mean? Always crying. Don't get me wrong, nerf across the board, that's great. I can sympathize with that. But now you're being like, don't be a baby. My defense to countering all this thing is, I'm not Lydia, I'm not Zafina, I'm not Anna, I'm not Nina Williams, I'm not Claudio, I'm not Horang. So what the fuck is your problem? I've been with you guys since Tekken 1. Law has been there since Tekken 1. He's been a fighter. What is your problem? King went untouched, yeah, with his chest. Now he can't do a launcher when he shows the chest, right? But he's relatively untouched. Everybody's celebrating Law, and I was saying that Little Majin plays Tekken 8 when he's sleeping. When he's sleeping like this, he doesn't need to open his eyes. King is driving, and Majin is good, but he just sleeps and King drives. They didn't touch King except his chest. And I don't know what they did to Alisa's chainsaw. Did they even touch the chainsaw with Alisa? Except the heat chainsaw, when she throws out the chainsaw now with the heat, it doesn't launch. But she can still spam chainsaw untouched. They didn't touch Elisa. Chainsaw. There is no negatives to the chainsaw. It's all safe. Law is not Elisa. He never was. And you're complaining. Hold on, bro. I gotta set up my AC again because it's summertime. The summertime just arrived. It's getting hot. You're switching to Forest Law. Yeah. You know, I don't know why Elisa's chainsaw is still safe. She's chasing all over the place. Like, I'm looking like, y'all didn't look at that girl? Everyone's complaining about that girl. Like, what is she doing with a chainsaw? Why is this chainsaw, why this safe? If they're gonna be safe, just make them all highs so we can duck them at least. She has a chainsaw that emits. You block that shit, your arms, she's blading your hands, and you can't retaliate. And Law is, what the fuck are y'all talking about? The nunchuck in heat. Yeah, you fall back. You see the distance? You have to figure out a tech for that. Now, you have to figure out, yeah, you gotta figure out a tech. They fall back. So you have a few seconds to get in there. Running 3. It's a double nunchuck. It's a double nunchuck. They reach. You have to really run in there. Okay, so yeah, you have to run. It's a double nunchuck. You gotta run. Okay, so they're gonna complain about that. They're going to complain about that. You gotta micro dash, yeah. This weak fucks, they're gonna complain about that. But as you know, I normally do the nunchucks on counter. I don't spam the nunchucks. You know, like, because when I knock somebody down, they have an audacity problem. And I usually catch that because of the arrogance. The arrogance gives me that. Because I don't spam this stuff. I don't. I either wait for a whiff or someone smashing. Wake up. That's when I get this. Nunchucks into Dragon Tail. Okay, so in heat, you have to. It doesn't count as a combo. Getting 2 nunchucks, that's alright. It was an automatic launcher, but... Two nunchucks, then running 3. Oh, sorry. That's a good tech. Hopefully they don't sidestep it. You know, running 3 is not that great. What am I talking about? Hopefully they can, you know, because you know it's very easy to sidestep it. Very easy. It is stand up, right? Yeah, it is stand up. Set it up, please. Like how? Law will find a way. Like now we have to go back and find new metas. And these guys, like it. Law is under orders around the world. When you win the set, first out of 2 in rank, you're under orders to key charge every time. You're under orders, right? Because people are celebrating. The hate is real now, so you don't have to respect. When you finish, when you knock somebody, even if they key charge you, don't worry about it. When you knock them out, you have to be under orders to key charge. That's a memorandum. That's what they say in the military. Because their hate is just out of control now, bro. It's out of control. It's literally out of control. Because he wasn't Lydia, he wasn't Lily, he wasn't Claudia, he wasn't Heihachi, he wasn't Steve Fox with his God Break, or Lionheart God Break, he wasn't Jun Kazama, he wasn't Jin. I don't know where this hate is coming from. He wasn't Asusina. He wasn't none of these piece of shit characters, and he's receiving so much hate. You know. So if you win your set, and you show this is a clear win, you knock their ass out. You know what I'm saying? And you blaze. You know what I mean? You taunt and you get off. Because they already hate you by default. When they see you, they hate you. You're law. Oh, look at it's the law play. I hate him, right? So to balance the hate, you key charge. Why do you hate somebody that you don't even? How could you hate a Bruce Lee icon? When they see you, they hate you. So there's a memorandum. I'm putting the word out. Memorandum. When you beat them, key charge. And normally I don't like to be toxic or you know what I mean. Like I don't. Everyone have one armor from stance. Not like yeah I know. Yeah, this used to be his arm. It used to armor. He removed it. Now, you know, he says that. It's worse than law now. I think supposedly they hammered Horang really hard. They hammered Horang and Asuka. And all the Horangs went crazy. We got hammered during our heat. But supposedly Horang got hammered across the board. They don't want us to have easy access to heat. And among other stupid, because we've been getting hammered since season 1. We came into the game hammered. It's the back turn. I'm not seeing anything. Now they give us this, which is slow. You know, 60 high. Yeah. Horang, you have to find the windows where you can duck. Launch it. You have to find those windows. You have to back up a little bit, keep sidestepping, find the window, and let them have it. Between that and between the uppercut, armor, and low parry. Alright. You have to find, if you can't find a window, then your best suggestion, if you're losing too much life or damage, you have to armor out of it. Because that character's a piece of shit character. He just cycles through flamingo spam mix-ups. Pretty crazy, man. they removed the launch from forwards. Yeah, they did. Most of our quick heat moves, if it's quick access during our heat, they've taken out the launchers. The only heat moves we have is slow access. I don't particularly like this move. That one still launches, it's just the range sometimes. And you know, it's 18 frames. Yeah, across the board for a lot of characters, they're quick access. I use Lee Chalang here because that doesn't seem fair. The Japanese guys, they're still playing games with Lee, right? They're playing a lot of stupid, ignorant games with him because we have to access stance to get our 4-4-3. This man can launch. This man can launch. His is free. That still launches. So you're playing a game with this dude. It's so easy to spend. This is so fast. Save fast, you know. Very lazy, quick, you know. And Law trained him. So it's a game that they're playing. Everybody got nerfed across the board, but not everybody got nerfed equally. You know, Lee and Law were supposed to get nerfed equally. This is not. That's not equal to me. You have access to 4-4-3. No, I used to have access to 4-4-3. If he's keeping his, which that's fine, I gotta keep mine. Right? So my man, balance that shit. I still don't know what the fuck this move is. I mean, yeah, it takes more life, but bro, like, come on, bro. Don't lock Dragon Cannon behind stance. Don't do that, because he's had that for years. That's a nerf. They nerfed. Hopefully, but I'm not mad about the 1-1-1. I'm mad about his magic 4. I'm mad about his back turn. You know? And I'm mad about his 4. Those are, for me, my top 3 is his back turn, his magic 4, and his 4-4-3. I don't like those 3 moves. I don't like what's going on there. I don't like it. I don't care about the 1-1-1. Yeah. It's good that Azucena got gutted. She deserves it. She was a clown character. That's why that guy won that. Did you see that tournament that that Korean won? The Korean didn't use Law to do it. Just like I was ranting last time. These guys that are winning, these pros, what are they using to win the tournaments? Girls. That Korean guy used Azucena to win the tournament. A girl. The back turn. In Tekken 7 and back, when Law turned around, right? He had awesome mix-ups. Turned around. This was a launcher. This was a launcher if you crouch. When Law crouched, and this was a guaranteed launcher. The thing, it was slow in Tekken 7. These launches were very slow. So that made the Law players set them up. Justin James was so crazy that he would do something like this, duck, 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 and then he would do like duck, 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 and then and throw the launcher. So he fucked you up mentally. Then he caught the launcher, right? And the move is still slow, and it does nothing. Extremely slow, it does nothing. So they gutted his back turn myth. They got everything up, and this was this launch. So if you're efficient to duck the launcher, you know what I'm saying? The law player that actually is the launches too, but it's very slow stuff. If you're efficient for it, the law player would launch you. So that was his mix-up when he turned around. And if he was afraid of launching you, you know what I'm saying? Then he took that option. But now when you don't even see anyone. I think I'm the only Law like that's still turning around. I still turn around with this character. I still do it because I've been doing it for years. People don't turn around anymore because it's completely useless. See? They gutted it. So he came into Tekken 8. I'm Tekken 7, which the stuff I used to do in Tekken 7, they removed it. All of it. His back turn mix-up, they gutted it. That's number one nerf. You turn around to set up slide, oh yeah, you mean when you do that? Okay. I turn around to set this up, or that. But when he turns it on like this, there isn't anything there for you, really. You have to cast it on counter, and this is extremely slow. It being so slow, it doesn't do anything. It should be at least a natural knockdown. Natural, because it's so slow. Look at the animation. You love down 3, yeah. Yeah. And down 3 doesn't, it's a nice, but it's minus, yeah. Even this punch on counter doesn't do anything. It just hits him. That was his. When I first turned on Tekken 8 for the first time, season 1, I noticed that. I was like, yo, what the fuck? They nerfed that, yeah. They nerfed his back turn. I got angry about that. Then I saw the Magic 4. From 11 frames to 13 frames. So, oh yeah, we nerfed Magic 4 across the board. I'm like, okay. You know? Why is my 13 frame and why is Lee Cha-Lang still 11? Why is this guy allowed to keep an 11 frame Magic 4? Why? This is 11. Why is he allowed to keep that? With the same, almost the same character. If he is keeping his, that's fine. Why is mine 13 and his is 11? I don't understand, bro. So that was my second issue in season 1. Right? Now when season 2 came, I took out 443, but then I was like, bro, this is getting out of control now, son. Literally took out 443. I've had that since Tekken 4. Since Tekken 4 I had 443. Removed it. No back turn, no 443, no Magic 4. And you're still fucking complaining about one more match. And back turn 3 now, wall splats. Back turn 3, you mean this move? Back turn, then 3. I never do this move. Back turn 3, I don't do it. I don't do that either, it's useless. And it's not even safe. Negative 12. I don't see any laws doing this. This is useless. So I think Paul will still have two heat launchers, up forward 2 and dead fist. Yeah, if you're a Paul player, you have to look at what they nerfed in heat. I know Paul took some hard hits. Hey, thanks, brother. I'm just, testing Lost Vitals, trying to see, because everybody's celebrating, so I'm trying to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, if you haven't subscribed already. So he came into Tekken 8 losing those 3 major things. I do not like this move. I don't like this move. This has to be changed. To me, this is a useless move. I don't like this move. I don't know why he came in with the tragic season 2. It's hopeless. I think back 2 is your favorite, but it's nerfed now. It doesn't launch. Back 1, 2 has been launching since Tekken 3. I think he had it either Tekken 3 or the first Tekken tag. This move has been launching since Tekken 3 and the first Tekken tag when Lord did the knuckle. It launched. People are acting like it's a shock. It's been launching for years. and it's negative 14. If the law doesn't get it right, it's negative 14. He can't spam it. If you're getting caught by this, it means you're a piece of shit. Constantly. Maybe once in a while. But if this shit is kicking your ass and you're a piece of shit, it means you're mashing when you're not supposed to. And the law just happened to come. You're talking about, oh, 2 back. 2 back? Are you talking about that? I don't do that move anymore. I used to do it before. I don't do it anymore. It doesn't feel organic to me. I used to do that a lot. Certain things I stopped doing when I got to Tekken 8. You're doing grabs after the 3rd hit. Oh, I see. I used to do that back in the day. I don't do that anymore because it doesn't feel organic anymore. I don't use that move anymore. But I remember I used to use it a lot. Law is not completely gone, but his heat system got hit hard. You know? And some characters were nerfed more than others. Law is one of them. Yeah, that's true. Lee still have things that Law is supposed to have. Magic 4 and 4-4-3 and the Magic 4. Lee Chalang and Law were supposed to be the owners of those 2 moves. You were not supposed to just give it to Lee and leave Law in the dirt. We don't need this. This is a useless move. I don't want it. I don't like that move. I don't want it. It's useless to me. Right? This move should be returned. Right? It's in the fucking name. It is my name, so because I like the move. I don't know what this move is. Yeah, takes more damage. 4. The junkyard will push him away. It's a push off. The junkyard it knocks him back. That setup, if they don't tech, they're in trouble. Yeah. But you have to catch them unawares. For the ender? Okay, yeah, let's try it. That takes 1 minute. That's actually pretty good. Between 41 and 42. I'm pulling out the blue sparks. See? But you gotta catch him not Tekken. Get it? Not Tekken. For the junkyard. There's so much kickback. Up forward 2. It's not working. Without the up forward 4. What? Without 4, 4, 3. What do you mean? Just plain up forward 2 and junkyard. Oh. Oh my god, my legs whiffed. 47. That's crazy. You see? You see? No, it just worked. It actually wait. It worked. Oh well, I didn't time that. He's off to the side a little bit. You have to time that. You have to change the angle. Yeah, there's a try sidestepping. It works. You have to change angle. They say law players don't think. Damn, son. If you catch somebody sleeping, not paying attention, you could really hurt them for that. why I like law and law plays. You see why we're different. You see, we always find, bro. It's not the nerves, it's the mentality. These guys are weak. Don't let them talk you to the ground. They're weak mentally. There's a lot of people in this world that are mentally weak. And Tekken players, it's a whole fountain of Tekken players that just they don't have it here. Not intelligent, just weak. You have points. No rage, yeah. But all this fucking nerfs, we'll find a way. But yeah, I needed. I got drilled this weekend, so I wouldn't be able to. I won't be able to do a Sunday. I'll probably have a chance to do a Gatsu run Sunday after drill. I got drill starting tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Damn, bro, heat. So, Law's fight, he's still alive. He's not out of the woods. He's not dead yet. You know, there's still something in there. We just have to find it. And once we do, it's on. Law is under orders to keep charge everybody that you beat. It's your choice, but it's a memorandum. If you knock them out, keep charging. Because when they see you, they hate you. You try to be respectful, right? People don't want to respect you. So you can, if they key charge you, that's okay. It doesn't bother you, you're low. If you knock them out, keep charging. They'll bother you, trust me. They don't have the mental fortitude to deal with it. Go crazy. Keep charging. Alright, I gotta go, man. I got stuff to do, and I will be streaming this on Sunday. Just wanted to check my man's vitals, man. Will always suffice. He always does.